Tell me your name.
Jacob Samuelson.
All right. And where are you from?
I'm from Lander, Pennsylvania.
Can you remember maybe how many mission trips maybe you went on before your experience that you went through?
Absolutely none. I mean, the closest thing to a missions trip I'd done was community service projects around. That's about it.
And how did you hear about this?
First heard about it probably 3 years ago. A buddy of mine, Jeff Swartz, came to work at the summer camp that I worked at, Camp Mission Meadows on Lake Chautauqua. He was this crazy Alabama kid with dreadlocks, so on fire for Jesus, and he talked about how he had just finished up with his discipleship training school at a place called YWAM.
So you arrived to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember? Can you kind of remember? The arriving part. Getting there for the first time. What was the feeling? What were you feeling like?
A lot of just disbelief. I was talking to my buddy about this not too long ago. How when we landed there, we were just totally in awe that a kid from a small town in Pennsylvania and a kid from a small town in Oregon, where he's from, ended up meeting each other, and now we were in Thailand all of a sudden. It was just a total feeling of disbelief, and after you get over that, you begin to realize how things are totally different there. There is little to nothing that is comparable to American living.
Can you think of some stories that really impacted you? Maybe changed you, maybe changed the way you thought about some things?
One story I can tell you real quick that really impacted me as a person was at one of the places we stayed. It was a rehab house for people who've been freed from sex trafficking. And we had a Bible study with the guys. It was just me, a couple of people from my team, and 9 Thai guys and our translator. They were quoting these scriptures, I don't even remember where they were from, about how God says to love your enemies. And these guys are like, that's exactly what I plan to do. I plan to love the people that were selling me when I was a slave. They were selling my body night after night, and now I'm going to go love them because that's what God has in store for my life.
Let's talk about the kids that you met.
Okay.
Can you tell me their names, maybe, or
Yes.
or what you did with them and what kind of connection you made with them?
So there was one boy named Phi. He was actually autistic. He couldn't go to school, so he followed us around when we were working all day. His favorite thing was to be upside down. So he would run up behind me and jump on my back, and then I'd swing him up upside down and hold him there for a little while until I got too tired, had to let him down. Oftentimes, because of his autism, he gets separated from the other kids. He just craves that feeling of love with other people. And so that was amazing to be able to share that with him. There's another boy named, there were twins, actually, Chatri and Montri. We spent quite a bit of time with them. They knew about 4 or 5 words in English, and I knew maybe 3 words in Thai. And you would be surprised how much you can communicate by pointing and grunting. By the end of our time there, he was able to say to me, he said, "Jake, we're going to hijack the military helicopter when it comes in here next time, and then we're going to fly that helicopter to America." Leaving him behind was like leaving a little brother behind.
Do you have an experience you can remember that really that'll linger with you for the rest of your life from the kind of school aspect?
From the school aspect, just the kids' willingness to learn. Unlike my experiences with American schools where the kids are there because they have to be. Kids in Thailand are at school because they really want to learn. They have this desire to succeed, and they just are willing to put the time and effort, even as kids, to learn and prosper in school. They're just so grateful for the opportunity to even be in school.